Thank you, General Ibrado. Senate President Enrile, Senator Biason, Executive Secretary Ermita, Undersecretary Santos, representing Secretary Gonzales, who is on temporary medical leave, Major Service Commanders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, former Secretary De Villa, Bishop Tumulak, Congressman Arbison, other government officials present, officers, men and women of the armed forces. General Karma, give tikas pahinga.
Because ha! Kalipunan, because ha!
Isang mainit na pagbati sa ating mga sundalo sa pagdiriwang nitong ating anibersaryo. Espesyal na pagbati rin sa mga nagkamit ng parangal itong araw na ito. And I thank you all once again for the many ways that the great Filipino soldier renders service to the Filipino people. Those who were assigned to implement martial law in Maguindanao showed our people that the Philippines is a law-abiding, democratic nation that upholds the rule of law and respects human rights. I thank our soldiers very much for that. I have instructed the Secretary of National Defense and the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces to give medals and promotions to the deserving men and women who were in that assignment. Congratulations to all of you. Today, we started that process by giving unit awards to those who were involved in the implementation of martial law in Maguindanao. Soon to follow will be the individual promotions and also the individual awards. If anything positive can come out of the terrible tragedy in Maguindanao, it is that the heartbeat of peace and human rights is very much alive. This is clear by the passion by which people across the nation condemn the violence, but also by the admirable behavior of our troops who implemented martial law, and by the positive developments we are seeing once again in our peace talks in Mindanao. We are gratified that even in the midst of martial law in Maguindanao, we were able to resume formally our peace negotiations with the MILF. The ceasefire we brokered years ago, in 2003, 6 years ago, with the MILF, continues to hold. And as I said, we have resumed formal peace negotiations. Let us pray that this will result in a permanent peace. I can think of nothing more desirable for the people in Mindanao and for our nation than peace at the soonest possible time. Only lasting peace will bring true justice and ensure that crimes such as those that were committed in Maguindanao and those that were committed also in Basilan cannot be repeated. During our administration, we have made several important captures and the elimination of key figures of the Abu Sayyaf and Jemaah Islamiyah terrorists. You, the great Filipino soldier, have hit them hard and with much success. As reported to us earlier by General Ibrado, the Abu Sayyaf strength has been significantly reduced, but there is more to be done if we are to attain long-lasting peace. Let us continue to strengthen our relations with the people in those areas by literally building bridges with the local population, as well as schools, medical facilities, and other infrastructure that wins over the people and narrow support for the terrorists. The Kalayaan Barangay projects that you are putting up have improved the quality of life in those areas rendered vulnerable to the siren songs of rebellion or terrorism because of poverty. Maraming salamat para doon. And I am glad that the unit heads of those involved in the outstanding Kalayaan Barangay projects also received their awards today. Those who have been or are now involved in the various campaigns against armed communist groups are showing how to put to rest the disruption and violation of human rights by the communist rebels so that the nation can move ahead. Again, as reported by General Ibrado, insurgent strength has been on the decline since 3 years ago because of the faithful implementation by the great Filipino soldier of our hard and soft power strategy.